Melody Sinzore's public image has not been without turbulence, and much of her story in recent years has been shaped by controversy as much as by success. One of the most talked about issues surrounding her has been a deeply personal and widely debated paternity dispute involving billionaire businessman Ibrahim Ambouare. For years, Sinzore publicly identified herself as his daughter, a connection that often appeared in media profiles and public discussions about her background. However, in early 2024, this claim was challenged when social media commentators and alleged insiders began questioning the legitimacy of that relationship. Some went as far as suggesting that her biological father was a Mijikenda man from Kenya's coastal region, specifically Taita Taveta. The allegations quickly gained traction online, turning into a viral debate that placed her private life under intense public scrutiny. The situation escalated to the point where she reportedly missed a scheduled appearance on her popular morning radio show, a rare occurrence that highlighted the emotional and professional impact of the controversy. Beyond questions of lineage, Sinzore has also faced criticism tied to her work on air. Alongside her colleagues at Radio Citizen, she has occasionally been accused by sections of the audience of promoting gambling and betting services too aggressively, particularly segments like Pigwa Jeki. Critics argued that such promotions could mislead or exploit listeners, especially given the station's wide reach across Kenya. Her commentary on political matters has also drawn backlash at times, with some listeners accusing her of lacking sufficient understanding of local issues in regions like Kilifi and Malindi. In another instance, she faced criticism over how an interview with an upcoming artist was handled after the conversation reportedly became disorganized and had to be interrupted by commercial breaks, raising questions about content control on live radio. In February 2026, Sinzore experienced a significant shift in her career when Royal Media Services announced a major restructuring of its programming. She and her longtime co-host, Vincent Ateya, were moved from the widely popular breakfast show Jambo Kenya to a drive time slot. While officially described as a strategic reshuffle aimed at refreshing the station's lineup, the move marked the end of an era for a show that had made her a household name. Yet, despite the controversies, Melody Sinzore's journey is one of persistence and steady rise in Kenya's competitive media industry. Born on May 20, 1988 in Kakamega, she hails from the Luya community, specifically the Turiki subgroup. Her early years were largely shaped by modest beginnings, having been raised primarily by her mother and grandmother in Rangai, Nakuru County, and later in Vihiga. Her upbringing, grounded in resilience and strong family values, would later influence both her personality and her career. She later moved to Nairobi to pursue higher education at the University of Nairobi, where she completed her degree before stepping into the world of media. In 2010, she began her career as an intern at the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, KBC, where she honed her skills in broadcasting and presentation. Her talent, particularly her fluency in Swahili and her distinctive voice, soon opened doors at Radio Citizen, one of Kenya's leading radio stations under Royal Media Services. It was here that she would build her entire professional identity, rising from a relatively unknown intern to one of the country's most recognizable radio personalities. Sinzore's breakthrough came when she became a co-host of Jambo Kenya, the station's flagship breakfast show, alongside Vincent Ateya. The program, airing during prime morning hours, gave her a national platform and cemented her reputation as a relatable and engaging presenter. Over time, she became known for her thoughtful and often poetic segments, such as Wazo la Leo, Thought of the Day, and True Story, which resonated deeply with listeners across the country. In addition to her morning show success, she also contributed to other programs like Drive On Reloaded, working with presenters such as Philip Murutu and Ateya, further expanding her presence on Kenyan airwaves.
Outside of her professional life, Sinzore has maintained a relatively private personal life. She has publicly described herself as a single mother raising one son, choosing to keep details about her relationships out of the spotlight. Despite her fame, she often presents herself as grounded and authentic, occasionally engaging her audience with lighthearted social media interactions about her dating life, while consistently affirming that she is not married. Financially, while her exact net worth remains undisclosed, industry estimates suggest that she earns a substantial income from her radio career, purportedly around KSH 3.2 million annually. She also supplements her earnings through brand endorsements, including partnerships with companies like Omega Opticians. Still, she has downplayed material wealth in public, once remarking that her true net worth lies in having a rojo safi, a pure heart. Her association with Ibrahim Mbwere has also contributed to public perceptions of her financial standing, given his reputation as a real estate tycoon, linked to developments such as the Mbwere plazas in Kitale and Vihiga. However, due to the ongoing paternity debate, this connection remains a subject of speculation rather than confirmed inheritance. Despite the noise surrounding her personal life and professional decisions, Melody Sinzore has continued to build a lasting presence in Kenyan media. Her journey, from a young woman raised by her mother and grandmother to a nationally recognized radio voice, reflects both the opportunities and challenges that come with life in the public eye.